Welcome back to the second set of games in the round of 16 MoAre4 tournament. MBL is waiting for his next opponent. It's between Edie and Spaden going into the first game. It is Koreans war, and we see that Edie right now is running away, but adding new scouts in. He had 3 deer outside, lured him through the gate, so the mill here close, helped him a little bit. Spaden is up first. Market blacksmith for him and a monastery coming up, going for TCs. TC on the second stone, which is nice, main gold save in the back. And a TC on the wood line, not perfect, but it's alright. Also the second gold save in the back, which means forward, kind of forward the main stone, 1 relic inside. And that means we were missing 1 gold here. Where's the last gold for... Is this the gold from Spaden? That would be really far away, I'm not sure about it. Now Edie going for the siege workshop here has got a knight out. He added a scout or 2, I guess. And we have 2 relics on the open field. 1 is inside Eddie's base, which is good for him. He's sending a lot of villagers on gold at this point. Spaden at the same time, siege workshop coming up with mangonel on the way. He's got the relic in and he's going to boom off 3 TCs for now. As for Edie, he's got a terrible second gold, which he probably didn't even see, and he did not call for restart. Maybe he thought he just didn't find it. We have the main stone for Edie safe in the back. There's a TC coming up, also the second stone, but no tower rush for now, which would be probably today's meta at some time. We have third gold then outside, and that's Spaden's gold then. 1 extra gold, 1 extra stone, a second extra gold here on the map. And Edie, as we can see, already broke in with the mangonels apparently, going for the scout and Spaden walling up. I'm missing the action a little bit, but it's really not that important yet. We are seeing Edie with a nice early push, market coming up for him now, and mangonels 1 for 1 here. A guard tower is up for Spaden. That's a very good idea in my opinion. He walled towards the right hand side, houses 1 little piece of stone wall, and for now it is pushed to stop a little bit. Let's see how good Spaden can defend here, how fast he can boom up. Nice wheelbarrow time for him, and 3 TCs coming up, which is good for him. He had the deer inside, so he had a good food boost in the early ages. Also, he has the main resources safe in the back, which is really nice for him, or maybe not the main, but the second stone at least, and main gold, second gold. So that's gonna help him a lot here. Let's see what is Spaden planning to do with the villagers, sending them to take more gold maybe, to get another TC up. Let me see, what's his plan? Actually, castle coming up, interesting. He collected a lot of stone here, putting a castle somewhat in front of the main goal and protecting that second goal as well. Actually, I like the placement. Make sure that Edie cannot go in through here, and at the same time, of course, resources really low for him because he's still booming and trying to defend. Edie at the same time, a lot of gold in the bank, mangonels in front. There's a little bit of mangonel fights for 7+1 for the Korean mangonels. I think that changed in Hollow Kingdoms, I'm not too sure, but for now, AOC 8 range of the mangonels. That's a lot of fun. Siege workshop going down from Spaden actually, so Eddie's doing a little bit of damage, going up with wheelbarrow as well, and he's not so far behind. He is on 3 TCs now, I guess. 1 on the main gold and another on the woodline and main stone. And he could possibly go up to Imperial Age a little bit faster than Spaden. He has the gold already, needs more food of course. He's got 3 relics in number 4 coming in as well. And he is still putting pressure on Spaden to make sure he cannot go for a free boom here. Now on Arabia this could have been an interesting game maybe. Oh, overchopping, this is not a good idea from Spaden. Let's see if Edie can take advantage of this later on. Not sure how good Edie and Spaden are on Arabia. On Arena, Edie is the clear favorite. I think everybody needs to know that. Everybody knows that probably, so Spaden is going to try to do his best, but losing against Edie is nothing that you need to be ashamed of. And for now, Edie has map control. He's going up to Imperial Age faster as expected. And while Spaden is going for more villagers and handcart coming in, a lot of gold in the bank actually. Edie is putting up a very forward castle, actually covering this main stone, and victory. Ooh, lost the mangonel probably, so Spaden got a better mangonel fight. But the rest of the villagers, can Spaden see the wills? They might have seen them come in. Oh yes, he has the guard tower. You can see this castle of course. And now he knows this could be difficult. He needs to click up as soon as possible. He may even realize that he's too late. He should buy his way up right now. I think that would be the best option for him to survive. The market only coming up now. That's the reason why he didn't click up yet. He lost the market. And there's 1 mangonel being annoying on the wood line. And the next mangonel actually diving under the tower. That's not a good idea. Castle's up to this tower is history, more or less. House going down first. And a siege workshop coming up from Edie as well. Edie, up to Imperial Age we go, and I'm assuming we're gonna see the first trebuchet immediately, maybe Onager upgrade if you could afford it. Chemistry coming in first, interesting to see. Not sure if it's gonna be hand grenades or pro bombard cannons, and a second castle coming up in Spaden's face. This is really huge. Now Edie, he should make sure that this guard tower is going down before the trebuchet is coming out. You don't want to waste your trebuchet's time on the guard tower, let's be honest. And the mangonels could do the trick here, and the trebuchet is going straight for that castle, makes a lot of sense. Second castle coming up from Spaden here, protecting the main goal even more, but is it going to be enough? Eddie's going to have trebuchets a lot longer than Spaden, 1 for 1 here, that's good for Eddie in this case. And the guard tower of course is going down, and monastery maybe next, second trebuchet on the way. There's a few monks in for Eddie, we know how good Eddie is with monks. At the same time, his economy looking okay-ish, with 6 villages, a few idols, but nothing major going on there. Even a bomber tower coming up, that was the idea. Chemistry coming in to get bomber towers. And this could be funny actually. And now trebuchet 1, 2, 3 traps actually going against 3 mangonels and attacking 2 castles. Eddie looking good for now, ballistics coming in. Onager and 2 men's on the way for Spaden. He's got a lot of mangonels here. Problem is bombard cannons, bomber towers, trebuchets, and 2 forward castles from Eddie. That's really hard to counter. That's really hard to survive actually. There's 2 trebuchets now, but the first castle went down already, and more bomber towers in the way. I like this approach from Eddie. He knew that Spaden had somewhat of a weak point here, but he is starting to repair this castle. Now Onager's attacking the trebuchets and taking down 1, 2 very fast shots here. 9 range of course, that's a lot. Bombard cannons from Eddie. Can he take down trebuchets? Should go down probably. The question is what can he do with the Onagers, going back immediately, and 1 Onager going down. This castle is falling, 600 to 700 HP. Only 1 trebuchet, that's the problem here from Spaden. He needed more, he doesn't have more right now. He has the resources to do more, but he's housed in 105, and that's deadly in this time of the game. You cannot get housed. Now it's 80, 75, 70. Oh, Spaden is gonna be housed forever. This is too late. And I think Eddie is winning this game right now by just pop-capping Spaden to 75 population, restricted like in old AOC campaign times. And that means Spade is in big trouble. He's got a lot of resources and he cannot do anything with them. He needed more houses, he needed them faster, he needed them before the castles went down. Now Eddie, even going with the mangonel, of course, Onager surviving this easily. The bombard cannons are still a big threat, and there we go, one more Onager going down. I think Spaden has lost this game pretty much. There's 1 trebuchet remaining, not any longer, and Eddie actually held on to this castle. Bracer coming in soon, and that means GG being called by Spaden. Nice pusher by Eddie, good try by Spaden, but it's really hard to fight Eddie in arena of course, especially in a team random matchup, in a mirror matchup. Let's go into game 2. And here we have a little bit of trash talking, because Spaden is Mongols against Eddie Celts, and Spaden chose the civilizations. He's late for Mongols, as Eddie stated, and extra castle, yes, coming in. Eddie advancing to feudal age. I think a little bit more trash talking is happening. Eddie missed 2 of the sheep by 1 tile and saying, I hope you lost your will, that's the reason you're up late. But no, Spaden is doing fine right now, so he had +2 sheep. He is getting market blacksmith, he's on stone of course. And Eddie, a little bit trash talk, you know you're not Terror. That was mean, but as we know, Terror would say fucking Scandi, and I don't know, trash talk is probably part of the game. Let's see with Eddie Celts going for a stable here, wants to take map control. There is 1, 2 relics close to the space, 3rd gold outside, actually 2nd gold safe in the back, and as well as the main stone, which is good for him with Celts. Want to get a castle up. The main stone is main goal and 2nd stone though forward. The 3 deer Eddie did not touch. He could have lured them in if he wanted to, but apparently he chose not to. And we have 1 relic inside Spaden's base. Art to stop my forward castle. Relic hex. Somewhat he's got 3 relics basically Spaden. This one may be in the neutral zone. And no, Eddie is not going for archers, but he's going for feudal age army. And Spaden is going to send villagers forward, 5 of them apparently, without loom, and this is dangerous because Eddie of course is going for some map control here, and he won the scout fight, yes. Where is Spaden going with the villagers? He's not going forward yet. He is almost up to castle age. Eddie has a villager there already, he's done loom, and Spaden has enough stone for a castle, but he's putting up in defensive position. Probably realized he cannot go through with this. He had to send the villagers a lot earlier, I guess, and then maybe around here to get a castle up on that gate, on that gold, or on the other way around and get it up on the main gold, but I think Edie would have spotted it anyway. I even had to loom. Yeah, -2 sheep, no deer. That's not easy to do. And I think Edie could see the castle. He's going with the monastery forward. House coming up, of course. And Edie wants to go for those relics. Spaden at the same time getting a TC on the main gold and the wood line. Very nice TC position. And look at this. This is beautiful. The TC between two gold piles. And there is wood relatively close. I think he can even fit in some farms here when he chops this tree and maybe those two, somewhat like that. He will be able to put two farms here, like 3 on the other side, maybe even 1 here once the stone is gone. So a very nice TC spot for him. There's the siege workshop coming up from Edie. He's got 2 knights out. Actually, that's pretty standard Edie style. Gets 2, 3 scouts, 2 knights, monk here. There's Mangudai coming out from Spaden, but they're really not that strong in Castle Age. I feel the Camel Archers are stronger than the Mangudai in Castle Age. Not sure what it is all about. Maybe it's the fire rate, maybe it's the moving speed, maybe it's the price. Not sure what the difference is, but in Volatile Kingdoms, Camel Archers seem to be pretty strong. And for now, Mangudai coming in, of course, because we don't have Berbers here. It's Mongols against Celts. I'm not sure how can you give Edie the Celts here. Do you have a strategy with Mongols against Celts that's going to work? Really not sure what Spaden was thinking here. It's hard enough to defeat Edie in a totally outmatched game with Aztecs against. I have no idea what you're going to go against with the Aztecs. But Mongols is rather weak against Celts on Arena. That's a different story on Arabia, I guess. But on Arena, what are you going to do? Mangudai alone are not gonna do the trick, because there is onagers in Imperial Age and siege onagers as well for the Celts. So let's see, 6 only, actually with a nice guess here, Edie, and going for wheelbarrow, having assuming 2, 3 relics already. It's 4 actually in total right now. Only 1 relic for Spaden, and that's not in a monastery yet. And Edie, I guess, booming a little bit as well. We see 1, 2, 3 TCs up and running now. But he went forward first. He's got a siege workshop. He's got 2 mangonels. Yup, right. Building castle, I guess. I think neither. So Spaden with the really advanced strategies here, or not. Let's see. And Edie doesn't go up, doesn't build a castle, but he has a lot of army here and he's going with the market right now. 1k gold in the bank. What are you going to do, Edie? Why do you have so much gold? Do you want to go up faster and get down the castle here? Losing a scout right now, Edie. But doesn't really matter because he's got 2 more, he's got a lot of army more. I hear a wolf attacking a villager. Spaden wants to see what's going on, getting an outpost up, but this is not going to happen. Edie is coming here with the scout and mangonel immediately. This villager should go down. There we go. Last shot. And Spaden is not going to find out what he's up to. He's getting a second castle up right now, doing ballistics, going full Mangudai in Castle Age. Not sure if this is a good idea. And now he's moving out. This could be interesting, but Edie got the monks here, converting immediately, and there's 4 mangonels. How do you beat 4 mangonels? There's knights and monks around with the Mangudai. It's really not easy to do, and Spaden going back immediately. He's on 71 pop, and he's invested a lot into these Mangudai, so his resource is really not that high. And Edie, yes, now Spaden is right. Edie clicked up to Imperial Age, he bought his way up. He's sending villagers forward. He's gonna put up a castle, maybe around here, maybe even move forward. No, that's a really nice position, I think. It's close enough to get trebuchets out. It's far enough to not fall victim to those. Wow, that's a huge amount of Mangudai here being microed by Spaden, of course, but he's losing a few to conversions, he's losing a few to the mangonels, and Spaden might be able to stop the castle from going up. Take down the monks first, take down the villagers next. But no, there's not enough Mangudai left, and now Edie still got 2 knights here. This castle is going up. This is basically GG because Spaden only going up to Castle Age now. By the time to Imperial Age, sorry. By the time he's up to Imp, he's gonna have lost one of the castles probably 1 minute 50 later. That's like 2 trebuchets, I guess. What's the creation time for trebuchets? I really have no idea. That's bad. I should know this. But maybe I'm gonna pay attention right now. 29:01 for Edie to be up to Imperial Age. And then I want to see how fast the trebuchet is coming out. So I'm gonna learn something from this game. Here we go. Trebuchet coming in 29:07. And it looks like it's not gonna take more than a minute. maybe it's a minute, maybe 60, 50 seconds, something like that. Another outpost coming up from Spaden here. Not a lot of important things happening right now except for this trebuchet coming out. And we have maybe 50 seconds for trebuchet, looks like it. So 50 seconds is for me at this point. Another siege workshop from Edie. So we're gonna have 2 trebuchets hitting that castle before Spaden is gonna be up to Imperial Age and get his own trebuchets out, maybe even, it should be 2. Now Spaden of course is sending villagers to repair this castle. Let me see how many Mangudai are there. There's a lot of them right now. Housed on 115, but is investing a lot of stone now into repairing this castle instead of building another one. Of course he has to do that. And another castle coming up from Edie. This is perfect. Look at this trebuchet. How do you take this trebuchet down? You don't have a chance really. Double trebuchet coming in from Spaden, of course. Onage on the way from Edie. That's what we expected. Mangudai +3 right now. And moving in to take down. Let's see. Mangudai's first. One Mangudai going down, but a few Mangudai dying as well. Ooh, that's like 5, 6 at least. One being converted. The traps going down from Edie. No, only one going down. But that costs like 7, 8, 9 Mangudai maybe, and that's a little bit expensive. In the meantime, one castle going down from Spaden, and that hurts Spaden a little bit more than it hurts Edie. Spaden a lot of resources, but housed them 105 again. Look at this. This is terrible. Second game in a row that Spaden is housed and cannot produce any more units. Now the Mangudai trying to move in from the other side again, but now there's Onages, and Onages means danger here, even for Mangudai. Another Mangudai being converted. Not sure why my game is stopping now and then for a second. Maybe my computer is overloaded, but I don't have anything open really. Castle from Edie going down probably, because 2 trebuchets hitting that castle. I think the next double shot should be enough. No, not yet. Edie repairing like 7 villages, maybe 8, but the castle is down, and now Spaden needs to go back to those trebuchets as well. He does not have castles left, and it's terrible for him. He had all the stone in the back, but he lost the castles to the fast Imperial Age, to the fast trebuchets, and now he's got 3 Mangudai remaining. Another castle coming up from him now, chemistry on the way, but I think this is not going to be enough. This is looking good for Edie. He managed to keep his forward here, did not lose a lot, did only lose that one castle really. A few knights, a few monks, okay, that's not a big problem. Elite Mangudai on the way from Spaden, but only the second castle on the way now because all the others went down. And we have 5 trebuchets from 86 plus 4 onages, villagers to repair just in case, and this is not looking good. Edie attacking the trebuchets first, I think that's a good idea. Conscription on the way, but Edie doing helps at this point, and I think Edie should be able to afford them 101 villagers, so he should be a decent, have a decent economy, a few idols, but it's alright for him, and he's investing a lot into wood and gold units. That's siege here. Barracks coming up forward, because why not? He's gonna produce helps from this barracks as well, and this is looking pretty dangerous right now. Elite Mangudai, but they can't even approach the trebuchets really because the onages are guarding them. Path and tactics in the way, getting more and more upgrades on those Mangudai. At the same time, Edie, look at these beautiful onages. He's not gonna go for siege onages, but I don't think he's going to need them. For now, he's just concentrating on the middle. He's probably gonna try and get those 2 castles down. Beautiful shot on the Elite Mangudai here. Now the Halberd is moving in. Edie's getting more and more of them, and as soon as he has that, those trash units that that's going to the front, that's going to die. Let's be honest, they are like pawns in a chess game. At least some players look at them like that. Pawns can be really important, of course, and they are. But in this case, the Halberdiers only on the tip of the iceberg, and Spaden losing another castle, losing the game, calling GG. Interesting strategy going with Mangudai to defend in Castle Age, but the chances of winning that against Edie really slim. Hope you enjoyed the second game here, and now Edie with Celts could be a short game. Let's see. Sorry, Mongols. And why am I saying this could be a short game? Because I think Edie is not going to let this game go even up to mid-Imperial Age. I think he's going to put up all the aggression he can in Castle 8, and Spaden saying, let's just boom. Really unlikely because Edie got a stable up already. I think he's sending a villager forward. There we go. He's not on stone, so no forward castle, but the siege workshop coming up immediately. Both on the way for both players. Edie got the main stone on the side, but the main gold and second gold safe from the back. Third gold close to his walls. He's got Fard here. There's one left, so it wasn't easy to lure them in. That's why there's still one remaining. 2 relics relatively close to space, another one on the left hand side. Extra stone here, extra gold here. That's Spaden's 3rd gold, pretty far away. One relic close to Spaden's base. Am I missing a relic here? Not sure. Main stone forward, 3rd gold outside, but close. Main gold safe in the back, extra gold here as well. And the 2nd stone safe in the back. Wait, that's the 3rd gold, that means this one is the 2nd for me. Well, stop, don't rush. Yeah. Do you ever play Edie? And Edie is going to rush, of course, so let's see how he's going to play this. He's got 7 villagers on gold for now. Looks like mangonels for me, mainly mangonels, few monks just in case, I guess. Am I still missing a relic? Not sure. There's one down here, there's one in front of Spaden's base, there's 2. And where's the last one? Anybody have a relic inside? Oh, it's Spaden who's got a relic inside. Not sure if there was a boar outside or a deer, but there is a hole in the wall, so Edie is going through the weak point. He's got 2 scouts out. He may add some knights, or is he going for scouts only? I don't see it. No knights for Edie, interesting. But going in at this point with the scouts, Spaden kind of building a walling here. He probably doesn't have loom, and the scouts are... Oh, he has loom, interesting. Scouts are going in, siege workshop coming up, and there may be a few villagers dying already. Spaden should have really stopped this push here by putting stone walls up, but he didn't do so, and that's a problem for him right now because that one scout is giving Edie a lot of vision, I guess. Let me check that right now, and there is 4 mangonels already before minute 20. I only see 1 siege workshop. Of course, Spaden going out, but he losing 1 mangonel for nothing. That's not good. And 1 HP remaining from Edie. Pretty lucky, yes, indeed. But you need to micro better if you want to beat Edie here. And Edie is getting rid of the first TC so fast. Spaden even doesn't even bother to repair. Looks like Edie got a 2nd TC up and going for the 3rd right now, so he's not going all in 1 TC, but he is switching or transitioning to eco in the right point, and that's what's making his push a lot stronger than early on, like in MoAre4 when he only went for 1 TC. It can work, but the better the opponent, the more difficult it is to actually pull this off. And yeah, Spaden calling the GG right now. Edie going with a lot of mangonels. I think Spaden needed a double siege workshop, and he needed to make sure that Eddie's not going through those walls so fast. Like this, Edie advancing to the next round. I think no surprise here. I hope you enjoyed these games. See you in the next set, and GG.